I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so. Simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you off with a certain salary starting rates, and you will be promoted up to the maximum of the job.
No, I don't believe that. The white man is going to keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. And we ain't going to settle for nothing but all the way. And about this violence and non-violence, I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
What would you say to a boy like that? Because this happens to be, coincidentally, the young man in the group that Mr. Meek said you did not speak for. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I don't hear that.
Well, this is my only way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well, salvation
you
is
can't
free,
brainwash me.
Jesus said, first you seek the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
I ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
By the way, Jabba and I have one thing in common. He's chairman of the Taxi Association. And one of the first tenets of business partners was the Taxi Association. So I also have my own army. When those red guys come, they've got to go and remember the Taxi Association. No, but
well done,
Jabu,
red guys.
no.
Johan doesn't forget you.
Or whenever anything happens, whenever the taxi association or the taxi industry stops everything in this country, who's making that call? Who's making that call? Whose pockets are they in? And that is the truth. So it clearly states that he is buddies with the head of Santaco, which clearly shows that that is why the Zulu nations now, right now, they are receiving so much attention from who? From the media. The media that is owned by who? By the white minority. So that's what they want you to see. Oh yes, they are our Zulu men. They are standing up for us. Yes, they should be, but they're standing against the wrong people. Listen to what they're saying. They're standing right now, they're fighting with the Somalians. The same Somalians that hosted or sheltered your ancestors. But today they want you to fight against them. Because they are here in our country trying to survive. They want you to be against them. That is the goal. So here we are connecting the dots. Understand, now we've got the media, we've got the Democratic Alliance, that is what? That is the white minority. We've got the ANC that has Cyril representing them to enable everything to happen. Yet they are in the background, making sure that they are hurting us. So this is not, understand, and let me be clear, this is not a racial fight or a tribalism fight. This is a spiritual war that we are in right now. It has got nothing to do with racism. It has got nothing to do with tribalism, but it's got everything to do with those that are owning what belongs to us. And that is what our ancestors are rising about right now. To say, we will not be shy. We will not be shy to tell the unfiltered truth. They want you, understand this. They have done a smear campaign on the EFF. They have done a smear campaign on the EFF receiving money from foreigners so that the EFF stands up with foreigners. What type of nonsense is that? Look, of course, most political parties, they are backed up by somebody. Most of them. But let us understand what the EFF has done. The EFF has brought knowledge and awakening to most of us. It is highly impossible that millions of people are following the EFF today for nothing. Understand why. Understand the truth. Hear the truth. I am not here vouching or standing up, hooray for EFF, but I'm saying understand what they have done. Understand the truth that they've tried to put in front of our faces, and every time they do that, another smear campaign starts. To say, hey, Julius this, Julius that. It's another smear campaign. That's how they operate. Understand how they operate. They will not want you to focus on what is good for you. They want you to focus on the politics. And we are not here for the politics. We are here for the truth. What is the truth? So again, they're running a campaign so that we as neighbors, as alliances, as Zimbabweans, as Nigerians, as South Africans, to hate each other and not love each other. That's why the love starts with you. Once you love yourself, you will understand who your neighbor is. You will understand why you need to love your neighbor. You understand why is it important right now for us to come together. That is why it's important right now. So the focus right now is that they want us to attack our brothers and sisters from Somalian and blaming them for being responsible for the disruption of South Africa. Yet it is the USA. It is the USA, the Trumps of this world, that I have been working hand in hand with the Democratic Alliance, the USA. They have been the one responsible for the poisoning of the spaza shops. So they approach, again I will talk about manipulation. They manipulate people with money in order for them to plant those poisonous goods at the spaza shop, so that you, ordinary South African, will think that the spaza shop owners are the people that are poisoning your children. Think, wake up, Mtomnyama, wake up. They are planting those things so that tomorrow when a child dies of poisoning, you think it's the spaza shop owners, the Somalians, the Tanzanians that are poisoning your children, that want to go against your children. They are the ones bringing in the guns. Yet it's the likes of USA and perhaps other foreign countries. But let's highlight Trump, because he has challenged us. He wants to sanction us. He wants to bully us here. We won't be bullied by him. We won't be bullied by Trump. Who does he think he is? We won't be bullied by him. In our land. Never. So that is what they're trying to do. They want us to go to war against each other. They want blood to be shed on this country. They want blood on the ground. And that blood is rituals now. Now is how they perform their rituals, with our blood. That's what they want us to do. They want us to fight against each other and start killing each other, and then they do they win us spiritually. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot allow that to happen. That's why we must wake up now. We must wake up individually. We must stand strong. We must voice out, all of us. We are the same. We are equals. We are owners of this land. Areba tufela. We must drive this and understand that this continent is ours. So we cannot win the war that we are facing today without recognizing what our ancestors fought for. Now pay attention to what the Zulus are saying to the Somalians, and how now they're stating that the Somalians are funding the EFF. Another smear campaign, because Julius is telling the truth. And the media is backing them up. So USA, DA, Ramaphosa, and the government are using the health industry as a weapon to murder us, to make our men weak, to make our young boys develop slower than girls. Understand that. How many cases do we have today where small boys are taking time to speak? How many cases do we have that small boys are having autism? How many children are having autism now? Our children. It was never like that. Back in the days, we never needed their medicine. We never needed their medicine. We used our own plants outside. We had our own herbalists, pharmacists, or call them whatever. We had everywhere you see, there's plants everywhere growing. Medicine, free medicine. But no, they implemented their own. So they are using all the health institution as a weapon against us to weaken our men, so that our men are weak. That's why young boys that are growing slowly, they're developing slowly. Let us listen to that. How many mothers will tell you that my son took forever to speak, yet my girl did not? Hobani, why are the girls crawling faster, speaking faster than boys? Why? Because their medication is the one that is targeted to the men. And if our men are not strong, that means our men cannot fight for us. They will not grow strong enough to fight for us, physically and mentally. That is how they're damaging us. So let us understand how the health industry is being used as a weapon against us today. Hence the vaccines. Hence we have lost our family members to COVID. We've lost them. They are gone now. But what are we doing? We are saying, oh yes, it's okay. Hospitals, medical industries, what are they doing to us today? Let us talk about the humiliation rituals that they are performing. When you go, when they perform a humiliation a ritual against you, they take you to hospital. And when you get there and the doctors interrogate you, because your family is going to be the one that takes you there and say, hey, this person is speaking things, they've gone crazy. Your family, your own family will take you there to the hospital and say they're behaving disruptly. They're hallucinating, they're saying crazy things. So your family, some of them, they're in cahoots, understand. Some of them are working together. They perform a humiliation ritual against you. Then you go to the hospital. When you get to the hospital and you explain to the doctors what has happened to you. They don't wanna touch on your spiritual beliefs. They even give you the medication. Let me show you. Let me show you the medication that they give you. This is the medication that they will give you for hallucinating. They will give you that medication. And when you read why you are being given that medication, there's one part, I can see all the schizophrenia, the bipolar reasons, all these reasons that they'll come up with. But there is one that says strong belief system. When you strongly believe that you are behaving like this because your ancestors are awakening you, they want to call it a wrong thing. When your ancestors awaken you to say, Vuga, mtanam, see the truth for what it is, they are giving you this medication simply because you are having a spiritual awakening. So they don't want to listen to that part. They don't want to listen. The doctors of today, the professionals, let's call them the professional doctors. They don't want to hear that you're having a spiritual awakening. So what has God done? God has used the humiliation rituals as an opportunity for him to awaken you as well. So when they perform the humiliation ritual, God performs his ritual as well to awaken you and show you the truth. And once you start seeing the truth, the people around you say you are lying, you are crazy, you've gone mad. That's what they do. So that the humiliation rituals takes you to the hospital. When you get to the hospital, they admit you for how long? How many of our people are currently in hospital now for mental health? For mental health problem. How many institutions are benefiting from that? How many medical aids are benefiting from that? Think. Wake up. It is a strategy so that they continue benefiting. These companies continue benefit for as long as you are in that hospital taking that medication, they're benefiting. And it also stipulates, go Google it, it also stipulates that you need to take it for long term. So you mustn't stop. Once you start, you mustn't stop. It does not cure you immediately. It does not cure you immediately. So you must continue taking it. You must continue hurting your brain. I chose not to. I took it for a week, and I said no. As soon as I was discharged in hospital, I was like, no way. I was told, no, you must take your medication. So no, I was not taking it. I refused. Hence, I still have it here. And when I went to the next appointment, the doctor had disappeared. He's nowhere to be found. Yet I told them that I'm not going crazy. But they didn't want to listen to me because for them it's a strategy. It is a strategy. So wake up and understand that the US, the DA, the Ramaphosas, the government, they are using the health industry as a weapon. It was created to weaken our men, to weaken our sons, so that they do not go to war, so that they don't wake up, so that they don't have the masculinity, whatever, to be strong enough to fight for us. So they are painting Nigerians as the main drug lords and the fraudsters. Yet the government and the health industry are the biggest culprits. They are the ones. So it doesn't matter what their face looks like. Politically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they're white or black. They are the culprits. They are the ones that are allowing this to happen, to destabilize us as Africa, to fight against each other, because they need to take over. And I understand why specifically Nigeria and South Africa. Understand. Because we are the sweetest weaknesses. We are the sweet spot. We are the weak spots. Why? Because our government officials and our presidents are puppets. They are puppets. They can be manipulated because of money. That is why. That is why they are easily manipulated. So we are the current targets right now as we speak, because our government, our heads of government are weak. They are weak. They are being used. They have been planted. They are spies. And another reason why we are the targets is because we've got critical minerals underground. Critical. So our greedy officials are being used. That's why they will stand up and lie as much as they can. That's why they will back up their prostate system, because they were promised what they were promised. Hence why we say the government is operating illegally. So we need to rectify now. Understand, it is time for us to rectify the history. Rectify what has happened to our ancestors that fought years and years ago for us. This is time to demolish. It's time for your voice to rise. Each and every one of you has a say in this. You are an owner. You are powerful. You should not be draining yourself every single day for somebody else to be rich. You are busy serving your puppet masters. And we must be okay with it. Hence why today we are drained. No matter, even if you can get a top job at Absa, that money will never be enough. It will never be enough to sustain you. Why? Because it's how they've created this system. Sorry. This system does not benefit us. It benefits them. That's why we must take over what is rightfully ours. What is rightfully ours? Hence why it starts with you today. It starts with you to love yourself. Start loving yourself today. Call upon your team and your ancestors and your God that lives within, not out there.